In this video, we're going to look at the calendar in Spark. With Spark, what we're able to do, Spark Mail, what we're able to do is view all of our different events or even create events through the Spark Mail app. We do not have to actually go into our calendar app. Let's see how this is done. We're going to look at this on the Mac, iPad, and iPhone. Let's first look at this on the Mac. Now I'm in Spark here, and if we look, you're going to see I have Calendar. Like I mentioned in the introduction, what we're able to do when I click on this is see all of my different events. So which account is this connected to? Well, if we go up to Spark in the menu bar and we go to our preferences, our Spark preferences here, you're going to see we have a tab for Calendar. By default, what it is going to do is connect to all of your different calendars. So now what it is going to do is sync across your different calendar apps. So I have danwasink@gmail.com. I can also view all of my events in the calendar app here with danwasink@gmail.com. It is syncing or going to show the same event. So why would you want to view this in Spark? Well, it's just convenient. You can view all of your calendar events. You can create an event right from within Spark. So it's more or less just a convenience. So what options do we have here? Well, we can set if we want to receive notifications. We can set if we want to show declined events, what day we want the week to start on, what our week view is, how we want it to scroll in a week view, as well as if we want to see a 3-day view or a 1-day view. So we have a lot of the same options that we have with our calendar app. So again, think of this as an extension of the calendar app. We no longer have to go into our actual calendar app. We can go right into our calendar from Spark. So now let's go over to my calendar here. We're going to go over to week. I can see my weekly calendar. I can see my monthly calendar. I want to add an event. All I have to do, let's go to week here. I just drag and it adds that event. I put in the event title here. We can set if we want to have alerts, what time it is. We can add any notes to it. And then if I want to change the account, all I do is click on this and I can go and change the account. So again, it's just an extension of the calendar app, and it just makes it convenient to look at all of your events from within the calendar app. Someone emails you, you want to create an appointment, you can do that right from Spark. Let's see what this looks like on the iPad. I'm in Spark here, and in order to access the calendar, what I do is I go to the calendar icon here, and then I can view my calendar. To add an event, I click on the plus, and now I can add an event. I'm going to close this. Now by default, it's going to show you all of your calendars. When you click on these 3 lines here, you can select which ones you want to hide. To view the preferences for it, what we do is we go to our 3 lines here in the upper left-hand corner. We go to our settings, and then you're going to see calendar. And again, we have a lot of the same options here. I can set my default calendar, which accounts are going to be used, what the default duration is, as well as what the default alerts are. And again, if I go and add an event in here, I will be able to see that in my calendar app as long as they're all in synchronization. You're using the same accounts. And if I add an event in my calendar app, it will show up in the Spark app. On the iPhone, it basically works the same way. You're going to see that I have my calendar in the upper right-hand corner here. There's my calendar. I can swipe to go to the next week. I want to add an event. I tap on the plus. I want to hide my calendars. I tap on the 3 lines. I can hide my calendars. I want to view the settings for it. I tap on the 3 lines in the upper left-hand corner. We go to our settings, and then we go to calendar, and I have all of the same options that I did on the iPad as well as the Mac. Actually, the Mac has a few more options. So that's how we access our calendar within the Spark app on the Mac, iPad, and iPhone. Again, it's just an extension of the calendar app. As long as you're using the same accounts, any events that you add to the calendar app within Spark will show up in the calendar app on your iPad or iPhone or Mac, and vice versa. Add an event, edit an event in the calendar app, it will show that edited event in Spark. It's just an extension that's connecting up to your different accounts. So it's not a separate calendar, but it's just another way of viewing your apps from within the Spark Mail app. So that is how we view our different calendar accounts within Spark on the Mac, iPad, and iPhone.